This week I'm looking at some storage options. As you know, I am in the process of moving home. It's been on, then it's been off, and now it's back on again. So I'm having to look at options for transporting all my soldiers and vehicles to make sure they get there intact. Now, I did actually purchase a case. Well, it was purchased for me for Christmas about 2 years ago, and I've never actually used it because I put mine on display. But now, obviously, with having to move them, I'm having to think more about it. So what I thought I'd do is just bring you along on this and show you some of the options that I've opted for and what they look like. And this one I've not even opened, so you're seeing it for the first time along with me, really. Right, so this is their cardboard option. Now it's a German company. They're obviously made in Germany, these ones. I think the company's name is Feldherr. You might be familiar with them. I think they do various different storage systems. But as I say, I've already got one of their cases that was bought for me for Christmas some time back, but I've not seen this cardboard one. So let's just open it up and have a look. Obviously these are for the carrying hand up. It's very light, so there's your top piece. Obviously put a little instruction thing here. Obviously you pull parts of the foam out to fit the vehicle that you're putting in it. It's obviously stuck to a self-adhesive film, and then you just pull out them ones to fit your tank. So let's just have a look in here. Right, so that's the bit. I don't know whether you can see that if I put it close up. Maybe if I part it a bit. You can see the individual pieces. And basically you pluck these out to the shape of the vehicle that you want to store in here. And then once you put it in, you put that piece of film on the top and that protects it. But I'll show you a bit of that later on. And then the next layer down is for the individual soldiers. And you've in this box, I've got 2 of those. So what we got? 3, 4, 4 nines. Quick bit of sum. Is that 36? Yeah, 36 soldiers per sheet. And then space for your tanks as well. Oh, it's looking pretty good. As I say, I'll try it out for you in a bit and show you putting some in, because I will be packing. So, but here's a leaflet that's come with it, showing all their different packing products. So I guess there's something out there for everybody, really. You know, depending on, because obviously people game in different sizes, so you're all the right size for what you're using. I mean, this one, it's saying that it come out at 53 euros. I think it was around about £47 or something like that. I mean, I know it's expensive, but when you think of the work that you put into your troops, if you've got to transport them anywhere, you know, even if it's just to a gaming event, you don't want them damaged. So, as I say, it's never really been a problem for me up till now because I've just simply been putting mine on display. And possibly once I've moved, you know, I probably won't need this anymore and I can sell it on. But it is handy, as I say, for, you know, if you go into a tournament or something. Right, I'll put that to one side and I'll just show you the other one that I've had for quite a long while. And this one was obviously more made with an event in mind because it's actually a zip-up case. Again, it's extremely light. I mean, it looked... Sorry about that, that's Peggy and Bob barking as usual. Somebody's walked by, maybe even a fly's gone by the window. Anyway, yeah, it's very light. Let's open it up for you. It is by the same people. And you've also got a front pocket here, you know, so you could fit your army lists in there or your instructions for a tournament. Similar arrangement. Lots of individual bits for the soldiers. You can see I've obviously started when I first got it looking at this one because I was shaping it to what I needed it for. So you can actually, you know, take bits out if you want to. I mean, it's yours, so you can do with it what you want. You can see more clearly here what I was saying about that first one. Put some of these bits out. I've obviously pulled some bits out here, look, made it to the shape of what I wanted to put in it. And this bit at the bottom, the foam sticks to it. So you can, you know, if you keep all your foam bits, you can swap it and change it around and put these back in and pack it how you want it. Look, you can see how it opens up. And you can pluck out as many or as few as you need to. It's quite a clever little system, really. I mean, I know there's lots of other systems out there. I mean, some people go, you know, putting magnets into the bottom of the bases and things. I mean, it's whatever floats your boat, really. It's what you want to do and how much trouble you want to go to. And expense, of course, because obviously these are not cheap. I can't tell you how much this one was because it was bought as a present, so... But I think it was around about the £50, £60 mark, something like that. But as I say, it'd be ideal for a tournament. Right, let me clear these all to one side and then I'll show you putting some vehicles and men in it and show you what it looks like. Right, so I'm having a look at putting my vehicles in now. I've pulled out the first few and show you these in place. So they've all got in quite nicely. Now I'm going to try to squeeze these in now. Whether I can do it or not, I'm not quite sure. But let's see if I can bring you in a bit closer so you can see. They're relatively it's just a matter of, it's relatively easy to pull out and get to the right shape and everything. And like I say, you can do it a bit at a time, so. Check that. So I want to leave that row in. So now, I need a bit for the barrel to go through, so that's going to be there. With that, I'm literally going to just take out the top section of it because I want the next space for this to go in and to be able to keep it separate. There we go. I reckon I can get that in there, can't I? Trying to squeeze it in at the moment. I think I'll take another 3 out. The beauty of it is if you're careful with it, you can reposition these and stick them back in place. You know, if you change things around or have different models. Right. Leave that there. So that's got that in. Just lift these off for a minute and then I can show you, give you a better angle on it so you can see them all. You see how many you can get in. Back so I know which ones to take out. Let's start with this one then. So that wants to be there to there. Right, I'll clear my desk and I'll put these in the bottom of the case and then we'll get one of the soldier ones out and I can show you how that goes. so you can see that they're nestled nicely in the bottom of the bag, and the lid to that one is obviously the bottom of your next tray, which is going to be for the first batch of men that I'm putting in here, which is going to be my guards units. Let me pan that out a little bit and you'll... There's plenty of room for the figures. You know, there's nothing standing proud at the moment on any of these. Obviously, like I say, if you were playing a different system with different figures, you need to order the appropriate, you know, tray for your size. But this one is for bolt action and 28mm figures. Oh, well, you get the idea. I won't drag you through watching me put all these in. So I'll bring you back when I've filled this, and then we'll put the third and fourth layer in. That's the second layer, full of soldiers, complete. So I'll slip this third level in for another load of soldiers. And once this is filled, I can put the fourth and final layer in. Right, so this is the fourth layer. So this just shows you how much you can get in here, really. I've got one in the bottom with all the tanks. I've got another two with the British Guards in. And then I've got another one just with some assortments in. And that, I know it looks full, but that's the flexibility of the bag. You can see there's no pressure put on the troops at all. So you can carry a mammoth army in this one, really. So definitely worth it for tournament. I'd say you could get 2 complete armies in there plus all your kit. So that'd be great. Right, let's put this one down and have a look at filling the card box version. Right, so it's time to get my British Airborne in their case. Exactly the same as the other one. They come out in these little 1 centimetre square columns, and you just pick out the number that you want to fit it in. If you're not sure, just take them out a few at a time and check it against the size again. I think I want to go in there. No, another layer out. Right, so I managed to pack them in very well, and with it being a bit deeper, I've put some of the loose things back in just to hold them stable. And I've still got plenty of room in this one, but at the minute I'm just going to focus on getting the British Airborne in it. But I mean, you can mix and match at the end of the day if you're travelling, so... But at the minute I'd like to keep them a bit more organised so I know which is in which box when I get to my new house. Right, that's that one in. And then I can put the first section of troops in now. I'll start the process, but I won't keep you all the way through it because I'm sure you'll get bored. But it's just stand them ones up. It's just nice to see, you know, what they're like when you get them, because when you're ordering them, you know, you don't quite know if it's going to be right, but hopefully this is giving you a little bit more of an idea of what they're like and whether they'll work for you. As I say, there's so many different ways to store soldiers. Some people go down that magnetic route, as I've said, but for moving them, this is going to be ideal for me, because I'd be mortified if I got there and half of them had been broken. Right, I'll get the rest of these packed in and bring you back for the final tray, and I'll seal it up and let you have a look. Right, on to the final layer. Wish me luck, I'm hoping I can get them all in, of my British Airborne. There is the option of any kneeling down ones where you can actually get two in by packing them base to base. So that's another option if you're running tight for space. But I'm hoping I've got just about enough. Nearly done. I think we're going to make it. Yeah, plenty. Right, that's it. They're all in. Just put a cushion piece over the top. And there we have it. You can see that's nice and easy for transport. Very compact. Again, I've got a huge British airborne army in there, complete with vehicles, so sorry about that. Yes, as I was saying, this it's very compact, considering, like I say, that I've got a huge British airborne army in here, you know, complete with vehicles and everything. And, you know, they're nice and safe and snug as a bug in a rug in there. They're going to be fine. So, on the whole, I think for moving your figures and transporting them, or even storing them if you haven't got the luxury of putting them on display, I'd go for this because it's a cheaper option. And it keeps them nice, clean, tidy. You know, you could stack these and it's not going to do any harm to the figures at all. But for, you know, games and events, you know, I'd definitely go with a bag, because, you know, you can put your dice and your books, in the front here, anything that you need to take with you, literature and whatever. You've got the whole of your army in there. So to be honest, I'd definitely say it's worth the investment, and it's going to keep your armies nice and safe when you go to tournaments. So I would say go with a bag if you're going to travel to events and things, because you can pack so much more in there. Right, I'll wrap this up. Hope you found something in it useful, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.